What's up, guys? Welcome to this week's episode of Beyond the Press. I'm your host, Ron Blossomgame, and this week we have a very special guest, San Antonio Spurs guard Derrick White. Derrick, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good, man. How you been?
I've been good, bro. I've been good. Like I said, man, I'm in Germany, man, enjoying this lifestyle over here, the overseas basketball life.
Traveling the world, let's see.
Traveling the world to play basketball, man. It's not a bad life at all. It's not a bad life at all, man.
Doesn't sound too
Everything
bad.
good with you?
Yeah, it's been good. Here in San Antonio, just getting ready for the season to start. Just excited for the year.
Home now, right?
Yeah, this is my new home. I feel good here. I feel comfortable. I bought my house here,
Yeah.
so I'm living
So
good.
this is your what? Fourth year? Fifth year?
Fifth, gonna be my fifth year.
Fifth. Dang, bro, it makes me feel super old, bro.
We're flying through this thing, JB.
I know, man. I feel like we just won the G League championship a few years ago.
It feels like that. It does.
Crazy, man. Crazy. Well, you've had a great NBA journey so far, man. Obviously, you've done what USA basketball. You had a lot of success at San Antonio. How's everything been, man? What's the experience been like for you?
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. Done things that I never even thought I could ever get to. So,
Hmm.
just being here, learning under Pop and the rest of the staff here, it's been amazing. And playing USA basketball, it was surreal and something that I'll always cherish forever.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. No, obviously for the viewers who don't know, me and Derek were both drafted in the same year. He was the 29th pick. I was the 59th pick. He went on to play with San Antonio that year. I played in the G League. We won a G League championship together that year when he was on assignment. And he's been there, made it his home in the next 3-4 years. Just signed an extension, I believe, right? Newly
Yep,
married, also.
yep,
So he's definitely making some progress in his life in San Antonio. It's a great thing to see.
yep. It's been a crazy ride, but it's been fun.
So as a rookie, man, Coach Pop coming in, man, like obviously you hear everything in the media about him. I'm pretty sure you grew up watching some of San Antonio or just hearing about him. What's it been like playing with him and obviously learning and developing as a young man, also as a player under him?
Yeah, it's been crazy. I'm going in. I was scared as hell just to meet him. Like, what's he gonna
Uh
be
huh.
like? What's all this gonna be like? So, it's been great learning from him. Um, he makes you a better person on and off the court. I feel like I've learned more about the world since I've been on the Spurs than
Hmm.
before then. And then like basketball wise, he's always pushing you, always on you to get you that little bit better. So, it's been a blessing, and I'm just thankful that I've been here this whole time and learned from one of the best.
Hmm. Yeah, obviously you spent a lot more time there. When I spent time there in training camp and stuff and around Coach Pop, it was always bigger than basketball always, and I'm sure that you had plenty stories on that to talk about. But it's not so much about basketball with him. Like he always talked about politics and other worldly things, and how I remember one thing that he said. I think in the training camp that I was in, it's like it's not like what we're going through isn't that bad. Like there are people out in the world who are actually like going through things, and he's just a guy whose perspective is always greater than basketball. And I learned a lot in that little bit of time I had, so I'm sure you've learned a lot from him also.
Yeah, he's always saying that. It's a lot bigger than basketball. Our problems aren't really problems to other people, and just trying to keep us involved on the things that are going on. We'll go to the film room and now watch basketball clips, just whatever's going on in the world,
Hmm.
something new that's going on. So it is always informational and always something that we can continue to learn from and grow from it. So it's always pretty cool to go in there and then try to learn more outside of basketball as well.
Do you have a best memory from Coach Pop so far?
The best memory?
Yeah.
Um, I mean, he always telling these jokes, and so I'll
Are they the jokes that you feel like you have to laugh at, or are they actually funny?
it's tough. Sometimes he tells jokes and you don't know if he's joking or not. So you're like, do
Yeah.
I laugh? Do I not laugh? Like, is he gonna get mad at me for laughing? So you got to kind of figure him out and figure out like which jokes are actually supposed to be like jokes or if he's actually being serious. So,
Yeah.
um, every now and then he'll be in film, like say a joke and nobody will laugh, and he'll be like, "Come on, guys, you can laugh. It's a joke." Like, and everybody's, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay." Like, we don't know if you're joking or not.
Right. No, I can definitely see that still being him, man. Is Chip still there?
Yep. Chip is
He
still
is,
there.
man. He is, man. Yeah. I remember we used to
So,
work with him all the time and do the Bonner challenge.
yep, we still do the Bonner every day.
How many do you have any wins yet?
I've never won. Me and Jakob actually
Bro,
are.
5 years later, you still haven't won?
No, I mean I've done the Bonner, but I've never
Uh-huh.
won the championship. But me and
What's
Jakob
the
have started
championship?
a like whoever gets the most Bonner wins
Oh.
at the end of the year. Yeah, it's been a
For
new
for the
person
for the
this
people
year.
who don't understand, the Bonner is it's a shooting challenge. I think Matt Bonner used to do it, right?
Yeah,
So it's you walk in the gym, you don't warm up at all. It's like a form shot under the rim. Is it one?
right
What
hand
is it? The next
layup,
one?
right hand
Oh,
layup,
right hand
left hand
layup.
layup,
Yeah,
free throw, top of the key three, top of the key three, top of the key, free throw, right hand, left hand layup.
yeah. So it's like a
You
ladder.
can't
You go
miss.
up and you go down. Yeah, you can't miss. So you do it every day. You come in to like work out, and once you miss, like that's your chance for the day. But when we were there together, obviously we used to do it all the time in the summer times for like before workouts or open gym or something, and it was always very very competitive. Like everyone did it. Like the coaches did it. The rebounding guys did it. It was fun.
You
That
know,
was
it's
exciting
it's
stuff.
a it's a team thing. Everybody goes after it. Me and Jakob have changed it a little bit, trying to put in our favor. We shoot corner threes now instead of the top of the key three, and we just try to
Why
break
is
the
that?
rules a little bit. We
Why is
try to
that
bend the rules a little bit. I mean, the corner three is a shorter three, so I mean,
the easiest three in the game, man?
you just walk it in, so it makes more sense to do that. And I mean, we've been rolling with that.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, that's good, man. That's good. How's Drew doing, bro?
Drew's been good. I mean, every year Drew comes back better and better, and I mean, just learning the game more and more and where he needs to be at. I mean, he's got a lot of skill, a lot of talent.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's
Drew's an
opening
awesome
up
dude,
more.
bro.
Yeah, telling jokes. Like everybody loves Drew around and hanging out with him. So it's been cool to see his development.
Yeah, I mean, San Antonio is huge on development. I mean, you can look at guys like Brent Forbes, who's obviously back now with you guys. I mean, yourself, obviously, and Drew. I mean, the development part of it is so key and so important. What would you say is what would you say is the most important thing in your development? And was there a certain person, or is it just like building confidence over the years of having the opportunity to play and then getting the opportunity? Would you say basketball? Like, is it confidence, or is it just kind of maybe it's a chip or somebody in the organization?
Yeah, I mean, I work mostly with Chip, but I think the cool thing about the Spurs is that like from top to bottom, everybody's connected. I mean, when I was with the G League, like Blake was connected with Pop, and
Mm-hmm.
like RC and Birdie were connected. So like everybody was connected, had that same plan in hand, so everybody knew like what to expect and whatnot. And then um, just Chip doing little things here and there, little things to make my shot a little better, make it a little quicker, stuff like that. So just as a whole, just coming together and putting a plan for me and just believing in it and then having the confidence to go out there and perform.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. So your first year was with Manu, right? Manu was
Yeah,
still there?
Manu and Tony was there still. Yeah.
I remember. I think it was our first time in the weight room together. Remember Tony was playing the what was it? It was like some kind of classical music, and he was
Yeah.
like, if we named the composer, we could drive his Ferrari for a day or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
He's
it
like,
was
if you can
crazy,
name the
man.
composer, I'll let you drive the Ferrari. I think you were
Yeah,
closer than I was.
I think I said Vivaldi, but it was Beethoven. It was Beethoven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had
crazy,
no
man.
idea.
Tony's a great dude, man. I remember when I got to Cleveland, we played at Charlotte, and I didn't know like the vibe. Like I didn't know if I should go up to him and say what's up, like if he would remember me or not. And in warm ups, like he actually came up to me and like said what's up, and I was like, man, like it's pretty cool. But like that's kind of like the San Antonio thing. Like, and I think not most important, but the most like shocking thing for me and my experience there was like obviously I didn't spend like the time that you did there, but those guys like Tim, Tony, Manu, like those guys took the time out to like know us and know me. And I remember I had a birthday on the weekend, and the next Monday I came in and Manu said like happy belated birthday, and I was like, man, like that's crazy. Like this guy's
Yeah.
taking the time out to like get to know me, and it just shows like the people who are there, like they actually care about you, and it's not just like the top guys. It's like you said, like throughout the organization, man, like everybody's like very close knit with each other.
Yeah. I mean, I was feeling the same way when we first came in. Like, I mean, it's Manu, it's Tim. Like, Tim's in there
Yeah,
playing open gym with us. Like,
yeah.
Tony in there. So, like, I mean, That's what makes the Spurs special. Is like they care about you as people more so than
Hmm.
just a basketball player. So, I mean, obviously Tim and Manu and Tony
Yeah.
were in that forever and take over that personality.
Were any of those guys like mentors to you during your rookie year? Like, did they have any good information to give you or little tips, anything?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was incredible watching Manu for that full year. I mean, he was 40, um,
Yeah.
still killing it. Like the Euro steps, everything, just like watching him put from day in and day out, like the little things he did, the footwork, the how he
Hmm.
could use his brain and stuff like that. I mean, it was just special to watch. I mean, he was arguably our best guard the whole year and was just
Hmm.
doing crazy things out there. So I just watching his day in and day out was special for me.
And then now having him back, that's got to be a good feeling, right? He's what position is he there now?
Whatever he wants is what they told us.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure, man. I'm
But
sure. No, that's pretty cool
it's been
though.
great having him. Like he's been
Hmm.
back. I mean, he'll say little things here and there, and just tell stories about when he played and stuff like that. So I mean, it's been amazing. And when you have a basketball mind like that, it's always good to have him around. I mean, Tim's always around too. So I mean, we always get lucky to have those greats.
How was it? How was it having Tim on the sideline last season?
That
Was it?
it
It
was
was last
cool.
season, right?
It was 2 seasons ago,
2 seasons ago.
but
Okay, yeah. How was that?
I mean, it was cool. Like I didn't really know like how he would be as a coach, but I mean, he was cool. He would just chill and the same Tim that you know and
Yeah.
want to know as a head coach. So
That's
he got his
important.
one win
That's
and got
important.
out. Got his one win and got out. But
Yeah.
and he was chill, just same old Tim.
Yeah. Tim's a really good dude, man. Really, does he still do the boxing and fighting? Do y'all still do that?
Yeah, we just started back up this year. I mean, Tim wasn't there. I think Tim does more like kickboxing now instead
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
boxing. So he doesn't do as much boxing. But I mean, one year we played paintball and he had his own paintball gear and everything. So I mean,
Oh wow,
Tim
he was
got
serious.
he got skills so many different places that I don't even know.
Yeah, he's a mysterious dude, man. Like he's kind of quiet, kind of reserved. Like most people don't really like know much about him, but like once you get to know him, like he's super cool, man. Like he's like you
Yeah,
say, he's very talented in a lot of different areas. I remember
yeah,
my first time seeing him. I was coming in the weight room, and I came through like the side door, like not like the main door, like the side door in the weight room.
yeah,
And when I saw him, I was like starstruck, bro. Like I tripped as soon as I saw him, bro, because I was like, dang, that's Tim Duncan. Like this is
yeah,
crazy. Like but he's a normal guy, bro. He's a good person, just like all those
yeah,
guys there. So it's pretty good, man. It's
yeah.
definitely a good
Real
experience for me.
chill, and it's been great just to get to know him and hang out with him and I mean, we joke around about movies and stuff like that, so it's always
Yeah.
crazy to see when he comes in.
What was it like playing with DeMar DeRozan? How was he?
Man, Demar's one of the realest out there. I mean,
Hmm.
obviously, basketball wise, he's uber talented. I mean, the things he did on the court is crazy. I mean, like he doesn't really shoot threes that well, but like he gets to his spots no matter what, and
Yeah.
like passing, he'll make these jump passes that you look like he can't make, but he makes them. I mean, he's one of the best out there, and I mean, it was great just to learn from him and to be his
Hmm.
teammate.
People don't understand, man. Like the average basketball fan doesn't understand how hard it is to like average 20 or whatever he averaged and to not like
Mm,
shoot threes.
I don't know,
Like,
and he shot at a high percentage, like
hmm
50 some percent. So like, it's definitely
I think he's
special.
probably the best mid range guy in the league.
Yeah, he's got to be. He's one top three, probably number one though. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. What was it like with Kawhi? Did you had like a, what, half a season with him?
yeah. My rookie year was his last year there. I
Uh
mean,
huh.
he was hurt most of that year, so like I'd be inactive and he'd be hurt. So like we could be in the locker room a lot, just chilling, hanging out. So
What
I
was
mean
he like
he's
as a
cool.
person?
He's cool, chill. I mean, he's quiet, but he's not as awkward as people try to make him seem out to be.
So
And
so he's not like the guy. Like every time I see him on social media, he's either the haha guy, like the meme of him laughing. It's either that stuff or like I saw this video of him at this like the groundbreaking thing for the Clippers with like Paul George, and it was like a
yeah,
you saw that, you know what I'm talking about? A
yeah,
little video where like people are celebrating, he's just like sitting there like this. Like, is he that guy, or is he actually like pretty cool to talk to one on one? Because I never spoken to him before.
Yeah, nah, he's cool. I mean, he's chill. Like, I mean, it's not like if it's just me and him in a room, he won't say a word. Like, he's cool. He's chill. Like, I mean, I've always had good conversations with him, and he's always been cool with me. So, I mean, he's just not gonna go out there and be outgoing and try to like make a conversation happen. But like, if we're just chilling together, like he's always been cool.
hmm That's cool, man. That's cool. So I follow Drew and like Jakob and you guys on social media. Were you a part of like what was the coffee thing on like the road trips or something like that a few seasons
Yeah,
ago? The
coffee
coffee
gang.
coffee gang. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
yeah.
What's up
That
with
that
that?
was Patty's thing. So Patty started coffee gang. Um, And look, it was like my second year, and I just wanted to hang around with the guys, and like everybody's
Uh
going to
huh.
the coffee shop, and I was like, I don't really drink coffee, but I'll go. And so I would be getting hot chocolate, but I'd be taking the pictures like it's coffee. But
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
like it's always been cool just to go hang out with your teammates, learn a little bit about them off the court, and I mean, we get to a road trip and we just walk to the nearest coffee shop, and I mean, it was just something that kind of started, and it was just fun to just to get to know people and just to hang out.
Was there any credit card roulette at these coffee gang meetups?
That is your favorite game. Nobody
Favorite
loves
game,
credit
man.
card roulette more than Jerron.
Nobody, man. Nobody. I love it. I love the rush, man. I've actually retired though, man. I retired.
You retired from the credit card roulette?
I
I,
retired, man.
I have a hard
I
time believing that.
Nah, I can't, man. I can't because I'm the type of person like I'll play it every day. I'll play it every day, man.
I don't think I ever saw you lose, though. I'll tell you that much.
I got a winning record, man. But the one time that it becomes like a ridiculous bill will be the one time that I end up losing.
Yeah, it's not when you
Yeah,
lose; it's like how much it is when you lose is the problem.
exactly. You could be 100-0, but the one time you lose is for 5,000. So then you're looking crazy.
Yeah, but I think Patty paid for it most of the time,
hmm
which is
And
nice.
so he and LaMarcus are in Brooklyn now. That's
Mhm.
crazy, man.
I know.
What
I
do you
mean,
uh what do you think of the Kyrie situation? How's that going to play out?
that's crazy. I mean, the whole world right now has been crazy, and I mean, with COVID and everything,
To
it's
say the
hard to
least.
tell someone that they're right or wrong for what their beliefs are. But
Right.
um, I mean, I wish the best for Kyrie and that whole situation, but it's pretty crazy right now.
I don't think he's gonna budge, man. I think he's the one guy in the league who will not budge.
I mean, I could see him not budging. I mean, Kyrie's always been kind of like that, so I mean, if that's what he believes in, that's what he believes in.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like over here, like I was in Israel last season when like the vaccine was like a thing and people had to get it. And, like they didn't like force us to get it, but if you didn't get it as a player, like your life was like hell, bro. Like you had to like pay for your own tests before games. You had if you were caught out in public, you would get fined and suspended. You could only like be 500 kilometers from your house. It was like crazy, bro. Like the lockdown overseas is way different than probably what you experienced in Texas and in America. Like
Yeah.
it was super serious and crazy. So I had to get it just to like live like a somewhat normal life over there, which is crazy. But
Mhm. I mean, that's what
then I
it's eventually gonna be like. It's kind of crazy to think about, but
crazy times we're in, man. Crazy.
wow, wow.
But to get to basketball, man, I want to ask you about basketball a little bit. What's been your favorite season so far, and why?
My favorite?
hmm
Um, I mean, each year got some. I mean, my first year was a lot of fun. I mean, I love going down to Austin and playing with you guys. I mean, I still
Yeah,
think we have top two greatest G League teams of all time.
of all time, bro.
Gotta be. My second year, it was kind of like my coming out year. Kind of showed that I could play in there. Um, we made the playoffs. I did some good things in the playoffs, which was special, especially going back home and playing against the Nuggets.
hmm
Um, Third year, I mean, that was a shortened year. It was
That
kind
was
of
the
hard
COVID
for
year,
me.
right?
Yeah, I mean, the bubble was something that I'll never forget. Just to be in the
How was it
bubble, and
fun? Was it fun?
I mean, it was basically AAU for adults, um, for like a month. We were only there for a
hmm
month, but I mean, at the beginning it was cool, and then like you're like, all right, this is getting boring, and it's the
No
same thing
visitors, no
over and
nothing,
over.
right?
Yeah, Yeah, we got eliminated before we were allowed to have people in. So like we were just in the house or in the hotel room or the food room. I mean, we played ping pong and stuff like that. But after a
So
while,
so
you're like,
basically, you're just sitting in your room, like you have a game, you go eat, then what? You're just in your room the rest of the time.
yeah. I mean, you could leave and like walk around, and I mean, they had like fishing and different stuff for us to do. But
Yeah,
I mean, it's basically the same thing every day.
yeah, that's tough.
And
That's
it
tough.
got long, but I mean, nobody got. No, it was kind of crazy that nobody caught COVID during that whole bubble situation. Which,
Yeah.
but I mean, it was definitely a once in a lifetime opportunity that I probably won't ever want to do again.
I can imagine, bro. It doesn't sound too appealing to be honest.
Nah, but that was crazy year.
And what about last season?
Last season was tough because I mean I got hurt pretty much the whole year. I played like 20 something games. I mean I started the
Hmm.
year off, I had surgery on my toe. First game
Yeah.
back, I broke the same toe.
Oh man.
Um, and then like 10 games later, I get COVID, come back for that, and then I sprained my ankle and I'm done for the year. So like it was a
Mm.
rough year, but I mean I learned a lot like mentally and a lot about myself that I mean I think I can grow from and develop into a better person and player. So I mean everything happens for a reason and I'm just gonna take it and run with it.
And you guys are in training camp right now.
Yep.
When does the season officially start?
October 19th, I believe.
So
Or
like
20th.
the end of next week, right? End of next week.
October 20th is our first game.
Oh, so that's next
Oh,
week
week
actually.
away, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Next
It's coming quick.
Wednesday.
It's coming
Yeah.
quick. It's crazy.
What are you looking forward to most this season?
I think this year's gonna be fun for us. I mean, we got I mean, we got a bunch of young guys and people that are just
Hmm.
trying to prove themselves. So, just go out there, have fun. I mean, we got a bunch of good guys that I mean, we're having fun with each other, and
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. It should be a fun year for us.
I got one more question for you. Who's been like the hardest guy you've had to guard like consistently in the NBA?
Consistently,
Yeah.
it's tough. Harden gave me the most points. I think he had 60, which
Wow.
I'm not going to take full responsibility for that, but I mean, I was definitely a part of it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
He's
Harden
one of
can
those
make.
guys, man. Like he can just. I went to camp with the Rockets 2 years ago, and like to see like how he operates up close, man. Like he's so talented, and he's
Yeah,
like people don't realize he's like 6'7", bro. He's like 6'6", 6'7". He's a big guy. So
yeah, and he's big. Like you try to body
yeah,
him, he just bumps you out the way, and I
yeah,
mean, step back three is it's ridiculous. And then you got the floater, and you start throwing them lobs. It's tough to guard.
yeah.
But there's
What
so
what
many tough
about
guys in the league.
what about like Clay or Steph or somebody like that?
Steph was going crazy on us last year. Like he just some of the shots you're like, this is ridiculous.
It
Like
looks like I say this all the time when I watch Steph. Like when Steph is at his best, like he looks like the best to ever play basketball. Like when he's
it's
pulling up from half court and like the circus shots and like I'm like, how do you stop this guy? It's crazy.
yeah, and like when he gets like that, like every time he shoots it, you just think it's going in.
Yeah.
Your best bet is to make him not shoot, which is
Right.
crazy. But yeah, Steph is one once in a generation player, the greatest shooter of all time, and he's tough to guard, especially because he doesn't miss.
Yeah. For me, it was Brad Bill, man. Brad Bill was super tough. He's super shifty, super skilled. Like those guys like that are like the hardest for me to guard personally, just because of
Yeah,
like I'm not the fastest like laterally. But, like some of those guys are just freaks, man. Like De'Aaron Fox is a freak in transition, bro. Like it's nothing you can do. Like
yeah,
Giannis is a freak. LeBron's a freak. Like it's I mean it's the best league, man, for that reason, guys. It's the best basketball players in the world. So it's
yeah. Every
it's
night
hard out
somebody.
there.
I mean, even the guys that aren't known as stars or something, like they're tough. Like I was just talking about, like Mike Conley. I mean,
Hmm.
I used to always like. I mean, he's so tough to guard for me, and like people like around probably don't really realize how good Mike Conley is. So,
Right.
I mean,
People always
but
expect you to
special
say
guy.
like, "Oh, Steph, like Russ, or he was the hardest person," but it's usually somebody who like isn't that big of a star. Like for me, the hardest person I had to like, well, I won't say the hardest person, but the person I struggled with the most was Jermichael Green. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't get him off the offensive glass, bro. It was like impossible. But people like
Yeah.
see that and they're like, oh, who is that guy? Like, bro, he's a pro, man. Like he's a pro. Like he's a good player.
Yeah, everybody in the league for a reason. No matter how long
Exactly.
you've been in the league or how little, like they in there for a reason, and like anybody, any night could go off on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's all I got for you, man. I just want to say thank you for joining the show, man. You were a great guest to have on here, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, JB.
No problem, man. I want to say good luck the rest of the season. Well, beginning of the season, and congratulations also on your new marriage also. So wish you nothing but the best, buddy.
Thank you. Good luck to you too.
Thanks, brother.